Good afternoon, FLAFFL Embryo, or whatever time of day that you might be watching this. Good that to you. I hope week 9 was good to you. I'm happy to be done with all of these bye weeks. I had a relatively tough week last week in quite a few leagues, but in FLAFFL I did manage to get my second win in a row. I don't remember the last time I won 2 games in a row during the regular season. So long ago. Better times. All right. Just as a heads up, week 10, so next week's video is going to be our final awards video. The videos going on throughout the remainder of the regular season, and I don't believe I do them during the playoffs. I'll have to check back to see if I paid any attention to that. We'll be playoff focused. It's going to be looking at matchups coming up that are going to have playoff implications, other things that are going to be going on, see who's clinched, who is on the, on the outs, getting closer to relegation. So, yeah, no more awards. After next week's video, it'll be all playoff focused. So, with that in mind, we are going to start with the Week 9 awards, and as always, that would be the High as a Kite award. This one goes to Evan this week, or no, I'm sorry. Evan wins a bunch of different awards, so I'm sorry. This one goes to Darth Peachy this week. Just not used to having him up here. 126.9 points from him this week, even with only 1.3 points out of CJ Anderson. You still find yourself here. You had T.Y. Hilton, you had Doug Baldwin, you had Greg Zuerlein for the second time. This year has scored just a shit ton of points, so 69.3 points out of those 3 players alone, which would have been enough to beat Benchwarmer, who for the second week in a row has started somebody on a bye. So I reached out to him. There's going to be something happening with that going forward, I believe. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Who let you in? This one goes to Evan. A 40.2 point victory over Go Pack Go. Not so much about Evan's team. He did have a solid week, but Go Pack Go had a pretty rough week in this one. So Evan gets the Who Let You In award this week. Baddest Bench, not doing that because of all of the buys this week. Then we go to Not Supposed to Be Here Today. No winners for this one. Basically anybody that was close to their record or any of that, just there wasn't any big upsets based on record this week. Tighter Than a Crab's Vagina, this one goes to S. Ramir with an 8.6 point victory over JJ Knight. There was only one really close matchup in all of the FLAFFL leagues this week, and it was in FLAFFL Junior. We didn't have any winners for this award in FLAFFL. All of them were pretty lopsided. So S. Ramir wins it this week. Milk was a bad choice. This one goes to Cell Slager this week. Had you started Matt Forte over anybody, you would have won your game, but you did not. Fucking Chuck Norris. This one goes to Annie Packers. 103.6 points. You would have beaten 8 out of your 11 potential opponents, but unfortunately, you find yourself in the losing column yet again. All right, week 10, we've got 7-2 Evan. 7-2 Evan going up against 2-7 Benchwarmer. We've got 7-2 S. Ramir up against 4-5 M. Silver. We've got 6-3 JJ Knight going up against 5-4 CB. 6-3 Fantasy Insider up against 4-5 Darth Peachy, and 4-5 Annie Packers up against 3-6 Go Pack Go. And then the game everybody's looking forward to, we've got 3-6 Cell Slager going up and facing off against 3-6 Cheesy. So good luck to all of you guys in week 10. I will be back next week to do our final week of awards, and then videos going forward, like I said, will be all about the playoffs. So good luck, win your games, and I will talk to you next week. Peace.